If you want to know one key secret to speaking English more fluently, more native-like, and more intelligibly so others can understand you, then this English speaking lesson is for you. Hi, I'm Gabby from GoNaturalEnglish.com, and today in the next 10 minutes, you're going to learn a skill that will help you to improve from basic or kind of intermediate English level to a more advanced and fluent English speaking level. At the end of this lesson, I want to tell you about a revolutionary way that you can use AI technology to improve your English speaking, especially your pronunciation, your accent, and to speak more native-like from anywhere, anytime with an app that uses artificial intelligence. It's super interesting. I'll tell you all about it at the end, so keep watching. Now, why is it not obvious? This one trick will help you so much, but in the English classroom, we don't spend too much time on it, not directly anyway. And I know because I spent years and years teaching English in the classroom before I created GoNaturalEnglish.com. So what is this secret, this trick? It's word stress. Oh, what is word stress? It's not like stress when you feel anxious. It is the powerful part of the word, put simply. For example, powerful part of the word. So words have stress when they are more than one syllable. So in other words, a word cannot have word stress. It can have phrase level stress, but it cannot have word stress if it's just one syllable, like word or part. We need more than one syllable, like powerful. We have 3 syllables. The word breaks into 3 beats, so to speak, powerful. So we have to always ask ourselves which of these syllables is the stressed one in English in order to really sound natural when we're speaking, to have a good fluency and flow. See, the problem is not only is word stress not really taught in most English classes, it's also confusing if you speak a language that has some cognates that are close but not the same, false cognates to English. For example, a word that is a false cognate means that it has a different meaning, like embarrassed, or in Spanish is embarazada. Not only are the meanings very different, but the word stress is different. Let's listen again. Embarrassed. Embarrassed. In English, you can hear that the stress is on the second syllable. In Spanish, embarazada. So if you are a Spanish speaker, you might see the word embarrassed in English and think that the stress is later in the word, like embarrassed. I'm not sure, but that is not exactly how we want to pronounce it to sound native-like. I'm not sure if that's how you would pronounce it, but maybe that would feel more natural to you if you're coming from a Spanish-speaking background. Now, if you have cognates in English and your first language, for example, let's look at Spanish again, like animal and animal. So you might think in English that the stress should be on the last syllable. But in English, we don't say animal with the stress on the last syllable. We put the stress on the first syllable, animal. And in English, the stress is often on the first syllable or in the front of the word. But of course, there are exceptions, like when we borrow words from other languages like French, and words like entrepreneur get the stress at the end of the word because of those French roots, or auctioneer, a person who auctions items, or mountaineer. These are all words that come from French. A person who scales mountains is a mountaineer. And there are many other examples where we borrow words from other languages, and so the stress falls in a way that is not so typical in English. But in English, the stress doesn't always fall on the first syllable either. We can have stress on the second syllable or the third syllable. It is just quite common to have it on the first syllable with many words. Another example that's a cognate would be cellular. And in Spanish, it's celular. That's a difficult one for me because of the L's, celular. So the stress is on the end in Spanish, but in the beginning in English. So what about in your language? Do you speak Spanish? Do you speak another language? Are there words that are similar in English and in your language, but maybe the stress is different? Have you noticed this? I would love to see your examples in the comments. So what we have to remember here is that the stress in a word is quite important for you to be understood. This is what native speakers are naturally listening for. They're listening for the word stress because that's the part of the word that is always easiest to hear because it's loudest, it's longest, it's most powerful. So even if we don't really say the rest of the word, and many English speakers don't. For example, let's take the word animal again. Some English speakers who are not pronouncing super carefully, maybe they have a strong accent or they're speaking quickly, they might not say all of the word very clearly. You might hear animal, animal. There's 3 syllables there, animal, but you really only hear the first 1 or 2, right? Animal. You're an animal. But it is the way that English flows. It's the way that we speak, and you have to imitate this if you want to sound more native-like. So really focus on those stressed syllables, and you will be a much better English speaker the next time that you have a speaking test or an interview, or you just want to talk with people on the street. They will understand you much better. So my recommendation is to start marking your vocabulary words where the stress falls. So if you have a vocabulary notebook, which I hope you do, make sure that when you write down a new word, you put a little mark or underline where the stress is in the word, so that when you practice saying these words, you're really stressing that stressed syllable. And when you practice saying the words, really emphasize, really stress that stressed syllable so that you get in the habit of saying it in a very powerful way. So for example, animal. I wouldn't always say animal, but it helps me to get used to the stress in this word. So you see what I'm saying? Practice will help you to then, in the real world, say it in a natural way. Animal. Okay, so what words do you have questions about? Are there certain words in English that you're just not sure where the stress should be? I can certainly help you with that if you want to write them in the comments. I mentioned in the beginning that there is a revolutionary app that uses AI technology to help you improve your English speaking, your accent, your pronunciation, and it is amazing because you can practice with Elsa Speaks, that's the name of the app, from anywhere, anytime. It's like having an English teacher in your pocket on your smartphone. And you can download the app for free. There are paid plans, and if you want to join the paid plan, then you as a Go Natural English viewer can get a special discount. Elsa Speaks is giving us a promotional price on their plans, and you can see more information about that discount if you open the description below the video or go to gonaturalenglish.com/Elsa. That's ELSA. Now, what is Elsa Speaks? Well, it is an awesome app that I really had fun playing with that you can use to practice your pronunciation. So, for example, they give you more challenging words than I've given you here, and you repeat them after the way you hear them. And then the app measures how native-like you sound and gives you a percentage score. So it's very easy to see how well you're doing. There's no more questioning, Well, maybe that's kind of right. And the really cool thing is you don't really need to have another person with you to practice your pronunciation anymore. You can simply use the app. So I highly recommend that you at least give it a try, download the free version to see what it's all about and have some fun testing your English speaking. I'm going to show you how it works right now with a clip of me practicing. So let's check it out. Environment. That's great. Now, what if I put the stress on the wrong syllable? Let's see what happens. Environment. Okay, great. Let's try another one. I'll try it the wrong way first. Companies. Okay, great. So it caught me. Let me try the right way. Companies. Cool. All right. Love it. Elsa Speaks is a super fun app, and it's going to help you to rapidly improve your English speaking skills. So I recommend that you download it today, try it out, and see what you think. Let me know. Come back here and tell me in the comments if you've tried it out. Remember, you can find it at gonaturalenglish.com/Elsa. That's ELSA. And I highly encourage you to keep practicing your word stress with every new word that you learn. And it's a great way for you to practice using some fun methods like the app that I mentioned, Elsa Speaks. And of course, you can always practice on your own with your notebook and speaking out loud, but it's nice to have some way to measure your actual pronunciation skills. So try it out, and again, let me know if you have questions about any words where the word stress is. But remember, this is extremely important to get the stress right and really stress that stress syllable and reduce the syllables that are not stressed. You are doing an amazing job with your English, and each day I know you're improving little by little. It might feel like improvement is not coming fast enough, but I want to encourage you, don't give up. Keep going. You've got this. Learning another language like English is a process. It's a journey. It's an ongoing adventure that you can enjoy throughout your life. And I want to thank you for making Go Natural English part of your English learning journey. I'm so happy to help you speak more, to speak better, to express yourself, your thoughts and opinions with the world. We need them. We need you, and we need to know about what you think, and we want to know you. So thank you again for watching. Thank you for subscribing to Go Natural English, and I'll see you here again next week for another English speaking and listening lesson. Thanks so much. Bye for now.